Okay, so today I'm going to create some ripples on a page. On a web page, I'm going to create some ripples with the help of JS, it's JavaScript. Uh, so basically, the ripples will be image tags, and the image tags we will use the source of the image tag will be a canvas URL. We'll create a canvas, we'll draw something on the canvas, we'll draw the ripples on the canvas, and then we'll set the source of the image as the URL part of the canvas. So let's start the coding part. I have some errors here. Okay, my file will be index.js. Some errors here which I'll close. So I will create something called ripple. It will have a draw method which will take a context as an object. I'll update it accordingly. I'll stop at updating according to a condition. Okay, now I'll draw some ripples here. Context first, I will just do save and restore, so that whatever I do inside this two method won't affect the rest of the context. So I will translate to a certain position. So for this, ripple must have a x coordinate, y coordinate, and r, which is radius. So this dot x is equal to x, this dot y is equal to y, this dot r is equal to r. I will translate to x and y. I will then draw a circle, which is like drawing an arc. I will set this stroke style as, let me check from material UI.colors. I will take a light, I will take a dark color, let it be purple. Okay, and I will set some global alpha also, which is 1 for now, but we'll update this global alpha dynamically. Let the stroke style be purple. I want dynamic color, but I will do it in a separate video after this. After doing the triple thing, I will do it in a separate video. So arc will center will be 0, 0, radius will be this dot r, and it start degree will be 0, and its end degree will be 2 cross man dot pi. That means 360 degrees. So this thing is in radians, and then we'll stroke the ripple. So this will draw a circle. So this update part will update certain property, and according to that will update the radius of this arc and the global alpha part of the global alpha, and that way you'll get a ripple. Like it will go from 0 radius to this dot r radius. Okay, uh, when we'll go to 0 radius to this dot r radius, then again it will come back to its original position, that is 0. And yeah, so this is the radius, this is the ripple part. I'll also have some line width, that is called stroke width. So I will set as this dot r by 15 or 12 to be better thing. So this is the index.js part. I will add this to my git. So I will add, we're creating a ripple now. Okay, now we'll create a state class. We'll have an update method, we'll have a stop updating method. So we'll update this state in this part, in the ripples update part. We'll update this state. So the state will contain two variables, that is this dot scale dot 0, this dot degree is equal to 0. So we'll update the degree, that is we'll update the degree by 4 point by math dot pi by say 2 this. So this dot deck will be in radians, and we'll update this by 2 commas by 20, and the scale will be the thing on which the radius and the global alpha will depend. So this will be something like this: mat.avs the mat.sign of this dot deck. So this thing is like you are having a harmonic motion. So the animation of the ripple will be a harmonic motion kind of thing. So this is an equation for a harmonic motion, and if this dot deck is greater than 180, this dot deck is greater than mat dot pi. Okay, so this dot deck will be 0, and I will just change its value to 30. So it is mat dot pi by 15, and it will stop operating when this dot deck is equal to 0. So when this dot deck exceeds mat dot pi, so we are telling it that this dot deck will be 0 and it will stop at that position. So we'll create a state object here, and we'll update this dot r according to the scale of this dot state, and this one also, this will be this dot state dot scale. So the ripple will appear then disappear, and animation will be something like harmonic motion. So we'll update this dot state, and we'll say return it will stop operating when this dot state will stop updating. Okay, adding state. Okay, so we'll have an array of images, and we'll have okay, instead of the like this, we can create a canvas here, const canvas, and its width will be canvas, and we'll have this context file as a variable of ripple. Okay, so here we will draw image. Okay, we can have image object also here, image, like let's have a different context, or we'll have different canvases, like we'll not have one canvas, we'll have different canvases, and we don't need anything here. We have this dot context, so just say const context equal to this dot context. So I was a bit lazy to add this to all of the context, so I just created context is equal to this dot context. Fair enough. And we must have something from width and height for this thing. So this will be like 2.2 times of the this dot r, and its global alpha will be 0 at first, and context will clear the depth. Okay, this dot r, this dot r, like 2.2 of this dot r and 2.2 of this dot r. Okay, So is this the right thing to do? I don't think. So let's have a single canvas. I think it will create a lot of problem if you have if you have all canvases will be not good for performance. So let's have a single canvas and have a context here, right? This will be a proper thing. So I don't need this. So the first method would write for me. I don't need this also. Image also I don't need. This is right. So we'll have an image. We don't have an image or image array. We'll have one image. Sorry, image, that is img tag, and we'll have a canvas. And we'll set the width and height in w and h. Inner height, that is the Windows height. Just window dot inner height. This is width. Okay, so now we'll set the r as mat.main of w comma h by 5. Okay, and canvas dot width is w, canvas dot height is h. We'll have a context object of canvas. Okay, now we'll draw the thing. Const render. Okay, we'll call this thing in render, and just to be we'll have, okay, instead of render let's have render will say context of clear rect w comma h, context of global alpha 1. Okay, now we'll have some object called ripples, that is an array. Now ripples for each draw a ripple. Okay, now global alpha will be 0 for this, and so this will be opaque now, and document.append child is image, and this img.is canvas to data URL. Okay, so I created an image, I created a canvas, I set the width and height, I also set the R. So I'll use this R to create a ripple, and I'm in the render method this will be drawn continuously. So I'm clearing the rect for the context, and I'm setting the global alpha as 0, so it will be a transparent thing, the image will be a transparent thing, and then I'm drawing the ripples, and I'm setting the source of image tag as the data URL part of the canvas, and before that I'm adding it to img, img to document. Okay, so now we'll create a looper. Okay, this thing will just say looper will continuously loop the render method, so it will render loop any method, loop some callback. I will provide some callback. Constructor will be this dot Okay, so I have to think this thing like I don't need a constructor, I guess. So this then interval will be set interval. I have to continuously do that thing, and I will do it for. I will draw it after 50 millisecond. Say okay. Now stop. I will say looper dot start and looper dot stop. Stop will be, and this thing will be all static method. So if this is static method, I think cannot. So it will be not a static method because we are using this. So now in the stop method will clear the interval. Okay, we'll create the looper and we'll start the looper providing render, and we'll stop the looper. Okay, creating the looper and starting and stopping the loop, creating the looper and creating the looper and using it. Okay, so we are rendering, we are continuously rendering the, we are continuously calling the render method with the help of set interval, and we can, when set interval, we call set interval, it gives us an ID which is stored in this set interval, and when we call stop, we have to use clear interval and provide that ID when which the set interval returns us. Okay, now I think this will work. Let's check that out in the server. Before that, I have to check my Mac. Sorry, I will use Python simple HTTP server to start the server. Sorry, it is not 3000, it is 8000. I'm sorry, and sorry, we cannot test it without a HTML page. I'm really sorry about it. I will use it in a body tag, inside the body tag, so that it will be loaded after everything's loaded. Okay, so now so there is some error. Sorry, it will be document.body.append child. I have, okay, so we are not creating, so the problem is we are not creating the ripples, so you are not able to see anything. So we have to create the ripples, and we have to use we have to create ripples when we click on the screen. So we have to use window order on mouse down, and we have to skip the X and Y value. So we have to just push the ripple in the ripple array, new ripple, event dot offset X, event dot offset Y and R. Okay, Okay, so what is the issue here? We have two ripples, but it is not updating. Yeah, we have to also update the ripple. Okay, so we have to do two more things here. We have to update the ripple here, and if ripple is stopping, the animation is stopping, we have to remove it. We have to remove the ripple. We have to use the current index. Let's check this out. Now I have to check again debug. Hey, it's still not updating. Now my problem is it calling the render method? I'll just put a console here. No, it is not calling the render method here. So what is the value of this CB? Is it coming here? Just some. No, it is not coming there too. So I think so. This dot interval is set interval. Why it is not coming there? Maybe it is like this function is working, so this thing is not going inside this thing. Sorry, it won't happen because we are stopping it. Bad mistake. So there are some issues. So, so here you can see the ripple. And we'll remove all the console.log state maybe. So okay, so we are creating some ripple. Now we are creating some ripple. On tap of the screen. And this code. I'm trying to push the code to GitHub so that you will be able to see it in GitHub. So is using text.html. So now I want that when you press space or space, then it will the looper will stop. So we'll use looper dot stop here, and this will be placed after we have created looper. Now if this is 32, that is space bar, then the looper will stop. So let's run this out. Yeah, you can see the looper is stopping here. Okay, so we can also store the CB in this quad, like CB, and we can see have another variable in the constructor false, and set a true here if it is animating. Sorry, animated. If it is not animated, then only we'll start it. And we'll stop this if it is animating. So this got animated. Resume is the same thing. If it's not animating, then this dot start, this dot c. Okay, and let's have a bar here. So we'll increment the counter. Now we want to toggle between stop and resume condition. So if i%2 is equal to 0, then looper dot stop, else looper dot resume. Okay, it is stopping now. Now if we do this, it is not working. Okay, so I think, yeah. So it is the resume part is not working for now. I'm not sure what is the condition. I have to again say what is console.log this.cp. maybe it's not going to look better to see me. Quite strange condition because I'm incrementing I plus plus and then I increment O. So it will work uh, now. So I was incrementing I twice. Okay, so I have something like this, and I can stop and like resume the animation according to that parameters, according to I. So that's what I wanted to show you. So these are basic things like I was able to do. um, on key on space on pressing space. So what I did was like I'm taking the counter I, I'm incrementing it when I'm pressing when I'm pressing space bar. So if I percent 2 equals 0, then I'm stopping the looper. If else, I'm resuming the looper. So basically what I did is when on the start mirror, I'm storing it in this .cb thing. And another way is like if not of this .cb. Okay, let's this is better. This is a better approach. Okay, so I'm storing it in CB, and when I'm stopping it, I'm clearing the interval, and I'm also setting the animated as false. Now when I'm resuming, its animated is false, so then I am starting the this.cb. Instead of cb, I'm passing this.cb, which is already the render method nowadays. So that's all for today. I'll see you in the next in the upcoming videos. I like to post something in the weekends because in weekdays I'm a bit busy nowadays. So thanks for joining me. Have a nice day.